very pleasant good afternoon from Sunset Park here in beautiful Las Vegas, and I do mean beautiful on this Sunday afternoon. We're at the 2024 Sin City Classic. We are at, again, Sunset Park, where we were on Friday, and we are here today. This is going to be another D Division game. It will feature the Arizona Serpents against the Seattle Spam, and I'll let somebody else tell you what that stands for because I don't remember. My name is Rich Siegel. I'm with Dr. Joel Tremblay. I'm excited to bring you this D Division contest. This is D2 in division play as we continue with coverage here on the Cloud Sports Network. We are so glad that you are with us. Hope that you are enjoying the broadcast that we did earlier. Serpent fans, if your teams win over the Gamegos, they have advanced. They are looks like the visiting team here in this game, and the Spam on the field are the home team for this game. This is an elimination game. Loser goes home. They've advanced this far. They've been playing some excellent softball, and so we are almost ready to start this game. Warm-up pitches being tossed. We have a new umpire. Mr. Blue, can you tell us what your name is? Griffin. From what city?
Louisville, in Texas.
All right. Oh, okay. It's cold in Texas.
Yeah, it's freezing right now.
Yes.
Way colder than it is here, surprisingly.
Yeah. Griffin from Louisville, Texas. That's in the northeastern part of the Lone Star State.
And Cloud Sports is coming to you today on two platforms, the Sin City Classic Facebook page and the Sin City Classic YouTube channel. Obviously, you have found us on one of those if you're hearing me, but you can please let other people know, let people you know from these teams, their friends, their families know that they're playing. And if you are on Facebook particularly, please join the chat. Tell us who you're rooting for. Tell us who your friend is. Tell us a shout out that you want to let us know, and we can try to get that on the air for you. Our research team and our production team is looking at Facebook, so they let us know when somebody has something to say that we can put on the air for you.
And the leadoff batter for the Serpents will be Michael Donovan. Catcher says, who wants it bad? And so we'll see who wants it bad here as we start our ball game. That's the first pitch, and that first pitch is a ball. Pauline Romero, the second batter, is in the on-deck circle. And the next delivery, Donovan swings and grounds one to the right side, fielded on a couple of hops by the second baseman on the first for the out. 4-3 if you're scoring. And that is the first out here in the top of the first inning.
So, Rich, I was able to see one of these jerseys, and I believe it stands for the Seattle something, maybe Proud Asian Mafia.
Okay.
Or something like that.
And we've been told by our technical expert, hold on, there's a line drive in the right center field for a base hit. And that is a one-out base runner as Pauline Romero gets a base hit. It's an interesting name. Elliot Turner letting us know that Joel was correct, and we knew that. We are in the Ken Scares Memorial Broadcast booth this afternoon. Glad you're with us. That pitch is ball. 2 balls and 1 strike, 1 on, 1 out. And this pitch is inside for a ball. It's ball 3, strike 1. Each batter, when they come into the batter's box, automatically has a 1-1 count to start. And the 3-1 delivery is a strike called. It's 3 balls and 2 strikes. That pitch is grounded foul, and since there is no courtesy foul in this tournament this season, the batter is out. It's a strikeout.
And Rich, what Rich is referring to is that in some tournaments, and in fact in this Sin City Classic many years, if you fouled a ball off with 2 strikes, you got another pitch, which was called your courtesy foul. But they are not doing that this year. So again, as Rich pointed out, that was a strikeout.
And that'll bring up Marcio Gonzalez. He hits a fly ball to the shortstop playing in shallow left field, and that ends the inning. I'm looking to see if I have the right player. Yes, that was Marco popping up to the shortstop, and that ends the inning. So, no runs scored in that inning, right?
No runs.
No runs. So we go to the bottom of the first scoreless here on the Cloud Sports Network.
And as we change it over here, in between the top and bottom of the first, we have a chance to tell you about one of our excellent sponsors of this Sin City Classic and our Cloud Sports Network coverage. And we're going to tell you about Tito's. Tito's Handcrafted Vodka has been a longtime partner of the Sin City Classic and as part of their Love Tito's campaign. Giving back to the community has been a part of the Austin-based Tito's from the beginning. So if you want quality, small batch vodka made with love and passion, then make Tito's your official vodka.
All right, here in the bottom of the first inning, the batter will be just Jason Jin. Pitcher completing his warm-up tosses. Umpire calls for the batter to enter the batter's box. And the left-handed batter, Jason Jin, to lead off here in the bottom of the first. And the first pitch is a strike call. A ground ball to the first baseman, bobbles him momentarily, races to the bag, and the batter is out. Frankie Palacios will be the next batter.
Hey, good job, boy. Good job, baby.
And the first pitch to him. Swung on and bounced up the middle and on into center field for a base hit. Eddie Pedrosa, by the way, is the pitcher for the Serpents. All right, here is the batter's name, please. It's the third batter, and I can't read my own.
Frank Wang.
Frank Wang, the batter, and he hits one to the shortstop. Bobbles it, recovers, and tosses to second base. And an out made. There was a bobble there, but he recovered and got the out. Mark Palacios will be the batter. And the first pitch to him. He swings and grounds one to the left side, off the third baseman's glove and off the shortstop's glove, and on into left field for a base hit. It found that hole in the thimble, and so we have runners at first and second in the bottom of the first, and the batter is Hai Lee. Be a courtesy runner as Jason Jin comes in to run at second base. And this next to the first delivery is a pitch for a ball. The next one swung on and lined fair in the left field for a hit. This will get a run home. Ball bobbled momentarily, but no further advancement by the other runners. Jin, running for Wang, is able to cross the plate with the first run of the ball game. Palacios held second. And the batter is Patrick McMahon.
That pitch high and inside for a ball.
David Porter is in the on-deck circle. That pitch is a strike. It's 2-2. And there's a bouncing ball over the pitcher to the shortstop. He bobbles it. And runner thought about coming home. He did not, and so the bases are going to be loaded. And the batter will be David Rohrer. David Rohrer bats from the right side. He wears number 16. The bases are loaded for him. He swings and bounces one to the pitcher. Underhanded flip to the first baseman, and the inning is over. But a run did score in the bottom of the first, and so that makes our score. Spam 1, Serpents nothing on the Cloud Sports Network.
And Rich, I know you hail from Texas. Many of the parts of the Cloud Sports team hail from San Diego, and I am going to take a privileged moment to mention
ahead,
our C2 team. You watched some of the C2 coverage. The San Diego C2 team, the Flicks Kraken, is into the championship game in the C2 division. They have come through unscathed and undefeated, so they have 2 shots at the championship.
We congratulate them.
I am told by Tim, who hit a walk-off home run to win a game, that they're only hopefully going to need 1 game.
Okay. So no if game for them.
Well, and our head umpire, Sandy Diaz, and her assistant, Craig Harsha, both say that we don't talk about if games.
To the top of the second, and the first pitch is hit high and deep to left center field. That ball gets down. It'll be at least a double. Runner takes the turn at second on his way to third. There'll be no throw as the throw got by the cutoff man, and it's a leadoff triple for Kyle Beeling.
And that is what you want in this in any of these D divisions. This is D2, which it turns out is actually one of 3. There's D1 and D2 and D3 here at the Sin City Classic. You're not allowed to put it over the fence in D. It would have been an out. So over the outfielder's head, but before the fence is exactly where you want that for a long drive.
That was actually Marco Gonzalez. This is Kyle Beeling, and he hits one foul to the right side.
All right, so Canisalas on third, and Beeling, number 23 at the plate, with Jose Villarreal in the on-deck circle. A little bit of chatter about the number of outs. It is 0.
And the next pitch to Beeling. Swung on and hit in the air to shallow right center field. Right center fielder comes up, but the ball bounces in front and then bounces behind. And it rolls just too high on the warning track. The runner from third, Gonzalez, scored, and Beeling into third with a triple.
And Canisalas crossing the plate ties up this game with a run apiece.
Jose Villarreal will be the batter. And the initial pitch is hit in the air in right field. Right fielder coming on, makes the one-handed catch. It'll be a sacrifice fly as Beeling comes in to score.
Now 2-1 in favor of the Serpents.
For Eddie Pedroza. And the first pitch to Pedroza is a little inside, barely, says the umpire, ball 2. Takes that pitch inside. 3-1. No pitch. The 3-1 delivery is a ball 4.
So, Rich, the Serpents, like many teams, seem to have mostly their players' names on the back of the jerseys. The Spam, like some other teams, seem to have something that is a nickname or funnier on the back of the jerseys. Our catcher, who seems to be chatting a lot, has mouth on the back of his jersey with his number 43.
Pitcher and umpire have a little chat about, I guess, the strike zone. Although the umpire was making a move like a batter. All right. Well, whatever they were talking about has ended, and Henry Gonzalez will be the batter with Marco Leal into the on-deck circle.
Rich, I've had a lot of chats with umpires about strike zones, and never once has it changed.
First pitch to Gonzalez. Swung on, tomahawk past the outstretched reach of the shortstop, and on to the left center field for a base hit. First and second with one out.
Okay, we're hearing from the production folks that the question was about the batter calling time. And the way that works is the batter can ask for time. The umpire has to grant it, but it can be granted at the umpire's discretion.
Marco Leal, the batter, and he hits one to short. Bobbled by the shortstop. He comes up throwing to third base, and the runner is out. Shortstop to third base. Gonzalez takes second, and on the fielder's choice to the shortstop, Leal is safe at first. Sidney Guzman will be the batter. She is the last batter in their batting order.
And that is number 43, Hai Lee, behind the plate.
First pitch to Guzman. There's a ball. Next one. Inside. And that pitch is a ball, and it's ball 4. So Gonzalez goes to third, Leal at second, and on the walk, Guzman at first. We come back to the top of the order here in the second inning, and Michael Donovan, who grounded to the second baseman, his first at-bat. This time he lines one just under the reach of the second baseman and onto the right center field for a hit. Gonzalez scores, Leal scores, and Guzman to third on a double by Donovan. An appreciative Arizona crowd to our right. Paulina Romero will be the batter. She singled in the first inning.
4 runs in already this inning, 2 down.
And so the team has a 4-1 lead. Here's a pop-up foul to the right side and out of play. Runners at second and third, so there's no force out. So 2 out. And the pitch. Swung on, and that's hit in the air to right center field, ranging over to his right, and not catching the ball. It goes to the track. 2 more runs will score as Pauline Romero scores. And that makes it 6-1.
6 runs in, 2 down, and Pauline Romero at second after a double over the head of the right center fielder.
It was Sidney Gonzalez who scored, and right behind her was Michael Donovan, so she is at second. And there's a fly ball hit out into the right center field. The ball is shot around, and another one will score as Romero crosses the plate with the 7th run in the inning.
And at least the 3rd straight hitter to go to right field.
Here is Keenan Petschke. Runner at second base, another runner in scoring position. Keenan Petschke popped to the shortstop in the first inning. And you heard good eye, good eye. The first pitch is a ball. And there's a bouncing ball to the third baseman, and underneath his glove, it goes Terrence to the shortstop. No out is made, the runner is safe. On the play, Aguiar takes third. They have batted around this inning. Marcial Gonzalez will be the batter.
Is this softball or pinball, Rich?
Yeah.
That ball off the third baseman's glove, right to the shortstop, who threw it to first to try to get the out. Might have had them, but the first base person, I think, wasn't thinking it was going to come after that ricochet and was not on the bag.
Swung on and a bouncing ball to third, backhanded by the third baseman, comes up throwing to first, and the inning is over. Seven runs came across in the second inning, and that makes our score 7-1 as we go to the bottom of the second here on the Cloud Sports Network.
And we'll take a moment to tell you about another exciting tournament coming up, and that is the Naga Cup. The 2024 Naga Cup will be held in Houston, Texas, April 19th through the 21st. Already more than 35 teams have registered in A and B, and for the second straight year, Legends C&D teams have been invited. Cloud Sports will be there to broadcast, so follow Naga Cup on Facebook for more information. And so just to kind of put that level of competition in perspective, what we have been broadcasting today is C&D. And so the Legends divisions are folks over 50 who play C&D and have the same basic ratings as the C&D teams we have seen today. The best softball by rating we have brought you is C. B and A are both better than those players on the whole, or teams on the whole.
Oh, yes.
It is a whole different level of softball. In the A division, you can hit as many home runs as you want. And you will see throws from the outfield to the home like a dart.
Looking forward to that. Here's Kevin Lamb to lead off here in the bottom of the second. His team trails by 6. And the next delivery is a ball. 3 balls, 1 strike. Pedro's pitch is grounded in the hole to right field for a leadoff single by Kevin Lamb. And that'll bring up Van Vaughn.
And those Legends divisions that are the teams of players over 50 used to be called the Masters division, but International Pride Softball, always listening to their players, and the Diversity, Equity, Inclusion, Belonging Committee and their lead Vincent Fuqua said, you know what, Masters is just a bad word to use. We should not be talking about things specifically male or that are evocative of slavery, and so they changed it to Legends, and I really applaud that change.
Me too, you're correct. And Van Vaughn waits for the second pitch, and that is a ball. 3-1. We indicated earlier that the Spam team has nicknames on the back of their jerseys. There's a fly ball hit out into shallow left field, but the left fielder hasn't played perfectly. Van Vaughn's nickname on the back of his shirt is,
I believe, Girl.
Right center fielder Chuck Gray will be the next batter. Here's the first pitch to him. And that pitch is a strike call. The next delivery, swung on and bounced to the shortstop, off of his body, on into shallow left center field. That's going to send Kevin Lamb to third, and he will hold. We go back to the top of the order, and Jason Jin, the batter. That pitch is a little high, so it is illegal, and the count is 2 balls and 1 strike. Jin swings and lines one fair down the right field line to the right fielder who had him played close to the line. So it's a single and an RBI as Kevin Lamb crosses the plate with run number 2 for the Spam. On the play, Chuck Gray held second, and the batter will be Frankie Palacios. There's a ground ball to the shortstop, bobbled it momentarily, recovers, but there's no play, And the runner is safe at second base as Jin beats the throw. Gray moved to third. And that makes it runners, the bases loaded for Frank Wang. Frank Wang hit into a fielder's choice. And he takes the first pitch for a strike. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Here's the next one. Swung on and lined into center field for a base hit. This will score at least 1. It will score 2. Chuck Gray and Jason Jin both crossed the plate on that. 3 runs in the inning. On the play, Frankie Palacios held second. And Frank Wang still at first for Mark Palacios. And there is a foul ball. There's a bouncing ball. It's off the pitcher's glove, fielded by the second baseman, but he has no play. The runner at third just keeps on running. He's going to score the ball in the shallow center field, and that will allow the other runner to go to third. Frankie Palacios scored. On the play, Frank Wang moved to third base. Palacio is safe at first. Ty Lee, the batter, the catcher. I have 4 runs in the inning to make the score 7-5.
I agree. I have 4 runs in. The spam is cooking, Rich.
And that pitch is a strike called. The next delivery. Swung and a foul back. And that is a strikeout. So 2 outs now, and runners in the corners for Patrick McMahon. Patrick is their third baseman, and he waits for the first pitch from Eddie Pedroza. And here it is. And that pitch is a strike called. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Don't forget to engage in the chat on Facebook. Let us know who you're rooting for, whether that's a team or a specific friend. Maybe even let us know some nicknames of these Serpents players since they're not on the jerseys.
Bouncing ball back to the pitcher, who tosses to first base, and that ends the inning. 4 runs come across, however. We go to the top of the third. Our score is now the Serpents 7 and the Spam 5 on the Cloud Sports Network. We are at play here in the top of the third inning. And Kyle Beeling will lead off. He was part of that 7-run second inning. He hit a triple. He's back-to-back triples. And he bats as the leadoff batter here in the third inning. First pitch to Kyle. Swung on and hit into left center field. That is down for a hit. Fielded on 1 hop and thrown back into second base by Jason Jin. And it's a leadoff base runner for the Serpents here in the third inning. Jose Villarreal had a sacrifice fly to right field in his previous at-bat. First pitch is a ball. And the next one. That pitch is out of the strike zone for another ball. He walks, That will put runners at first and second with nobody out. Eddie Pedroza, the pitcher, looks to help his own cause here. He's a runner in scoring position and nobody out. And he swings and grounds one in the vacated hole at short. That is in for a base hit. Kyle Bain comes around third and he scores.
Yeah, shortstop was already moving over to second, maybe trying to mess with the batter a little bit, but batter hit it right where that shortstop was moving away from for a clean single.
He goes, oh my gosh, look at this hole that I now have. And the batter is Henry Gonzalez, single that scored in that 7-run second inning. Here is the first pitch to him. He bounces one to the shortstop, toss to second for one, and they'll stay with the force out and prefer to play it. The second baseman does make the force out on Eddie Pedroza. 6-4 on the put out. And all the players go out to third. So one out. Marco Leal will be the batter. He reached in the second inning and he also scored. Sidney Guzman in the on-deck circle. And that first pitch is very inside for a ball. Here's the next one. And pitches a ball. And here is the next delivery. Grounded to left field for a base hit under the third baseman's glove. Jose Villarreal scores the second run of the inning. That makes it 9-5. And
Gonzalez holds second, so first and second.
Okay, thank you. First and second. And the batter, Sidney Guzman.
Do the double, Mark. Do the tag double. Mark, tag.
We're soon to lose the warmth of the sunshine as it goes behind the trees and all the next guy out.
Yes, the shadows are getting quite long here.
Guzman swings and she fouls it back behind the plate. Here is the next delivery. Deep. 2-2. And there's a little fly ball in the shallow left center field. Catch is made by Jason Jin. That is the second out of the inning. We're back to the top of the order. And Michael Donovan, the batter, who has grounded to second, doubled and scored. And Pauline Romero says, we're not done scoring. There's a fly ball hit out in the right field. Ball drops in for a hit. Henry Gonzalez scores. Marco Leal comes to the plate and he scores. It is a double for Michael Donovan and 2 runs batted in.
And Pauline Romero was correct. They were not done scoring.
It is now 11-5 in favor of the Serpents, and the aforementioned Pauline Romero, twice aforementioned, singled and singled again and scored a run, and there is a ground ball off the shortstop and over the left center field for a hit. Michael Donovan on his hit. Usually pass, he is, and he is safe. The ball did make it to the catcher, but the throw came in too late. Paulina Romero held first base on the throw-in. That's where she is with 2 out, and the batter is Carlos Aguilar. And the first pitch to it is hit in the air in right field. And the catch is made, and the inning is over. I have 5 runs in the inning, in the third, in the top of the third. And the score as we go to the bottom of the third is now Arizona Serpents 12 and the Seattle Spam 5 on the Cloud Sports. Oh, we've already had it. Oh, yeah. Yeah. David Rohrer will lead off here in the third inning. And the first pitch to him is a ball. There is a bouncing ball over the pitcher's outstretched glove to the shortstop, and the play is made, the out is made. The pitcher did get his glove on it, so it's a put out 1-6-3. We'll bring up Kenny Lamb, who singled and scored in the second inning.
Nice play by the shortstop. I actually, as I watched it, thought that it was going to be a bad thing that the pitcher gloved that one, but all worked out in the end for the Serpents.
And so Frankie Lamb, or Kenny Lamb rather, stands in. The second out here, and that first pitch is on the plate. Here is the next one. And that pitch is the ball. Balls and one strike. He walks. So a one-out base runner.
And so Lamb's nickname apparently is Special K. That's what's on the back of his jersey with number 13.
Van Vaughn, the batter, the right fielder. And that pitch hits the plate for a ball, ball two. And the 2-1 delivery. This is strike, it's 2-2. The 2-2 delivery. Deep, ball three. Balls and two strikes. Vaughn swings and grounds one to the right side, so goodbye. The second baseman comes out short for the force, and the runner at first is safe. So they get the force on Kevin Lamb, 4-6. And that is the second out of the inning. And we'll bring up the last batter in their batting order. And that will be Chuck Gray, the right center fielder, who has scored a run in this game. First pitch to him. He swung on and grounded right to the shortstop. They'll throw to second for the force. And the ball dropped. Is he safe? Yes. So it's runners at first and second with two out. And the leadoff batter is Jason Jin. He has bounced to the first baseman and singled and scored. He bats for the third time in this many innings. First pitch to him. Swung on and bounced foul to the right side.
Jason Jin with a JJ on that 19 jersey.
We know one of the teams that will be in our next game. And here's the next pitch to Jin. He swings and bounces one to the second baseman. Underneath his glove, on into the outfield, and here comes Van Vaughn around the score. On the plate, Gray to second. And the batter is Frankie Palacios. A pair of singles and a run scored. And that first pitch is very short. It's 2 balls and a strike. That's low, ball
All right.
First and second with 2 out here in the third. Swung on, and there was a line drive caught by the first baseman, Carlos Aguiar, and that ends the threat here in the third inning. 1 run did score, and we go to the top of the fourth. Our new score is the Arizona Serpents 12 and the Seattle Spam 6 here on the Cloud Sports Network.
So we mentioned the Naga Cup. That is one of 2 tournaments that International Pride Softball puts on every year. The other one, of course, being the World Series. And in 2024, the World Series is going to be right back here in Las Vegas in October. Normally played at the end of August or early in September, but given that it would be very hot here to play at that time of year, they've moved it a little later in the year, but we're very excited that International Pride Softball will be coming back to Vegas for that tournament for the first time it has ever been held in Las Vegas.
And now friends on Instagram with the guys from Freehouse.
Nice.
So they do, I look forward to this evening after things have ended here to listen to one of their podcasts. And the leadoff batter, by the way, has just drawn a walk. That's King Pechke. Courtesy runner at first base will be Paulina Romero for Keenan Pechke. The batter is Marcial Gonzalez. Tripled and scored, bounced to the third baseman. It's another one down the third baseline, but that is foul.
That courtesy runner available to teams every inning, just one. The other times you might see different runners. If somebody has an ADA accommodation, the accommodation is a runner at first. If it's the courtesy runner, it can be anybody on the lineup card. If it is for an ADA accommodation, it has to be the last out.
There's a line drive up the middle in center field for a base hit. Paulina Romero comes around third. She is on her way, or comes around second, on her way to third on a double by Gonzalez. So the Bees Nuts from Seattle will take on the winner of this game, which is right now finding the Serpents ahead. And there is a line drive off the pitcher's glove. Second baseman covers, but has no play at first base. Paulina Romero scores. And on the play, Gonzalez to third. All right, that'll bring up Jose Villarreal, who hits one deep to left field. That ball's got some carry all the way to the fence. Gonzalez scores. Kyle Beelan comes around third. He will score. There'll be no plays. And it is a double for Jose Villarreal. Two-run double. 3 in the inning. It is now 15-6. And the batter will be Eddie Pedroza, the pitcher. Eddie Pedroza has walked, and he has singled. He bats here with 1 on, 3 in, no out. The count is 2-2. Count is 3-1, now 3-2. The next delivery swung on, line past the third baseman. This will get another one home as the ball is in deep left field. It'll be a double. Henry Gonzalez on into second base, or Eddie Pedroza on into second base. Jose Villarreal scores at 9. Gonzalez will be the batter. 16-6. And still nobody out.
And as the sun's going down, Rich, it is clearly getting colder here, so don't be surprised to see some of these players perhaps adding some warm layers under or over their uniforms.
Henry Gonzalez lines one in the left field for a base hit. Eddie Pedroza going station to station to third base. That'll be first and third with nobody out for Marco Leal, who has scored twice. He has been on base twice. Tosses his sunglasses to the on-deck batter, Sidney Guzman. First pitch. Inside. There's a bouncing ball to third. Field off the third baseman's glove and on into foul territory. And it'll be bases loaded. Gonzalez to second base and Leal safe at first on the error.
Pedroza holding third. He took a few steps to see how far away that ball would get, but it didn't get quite far enough and no reason to run themselves out of what is turning into a very good inning for the Serpents.
Sidney Guzman will be the batter. There is base hit up the middle in center field. Ball is fielded by the left. Oh, no, he did not catch it, and a run is going to score. As Eddie Pedroza waiting to see what would happen at second base, scored the fifth run of the inning for his team. Henry Gonzalez held second. So it goes as a sacrifice fly, and the first out of the inning will bring out Michael Donovan again for the fourth time in 4 innings. He's batting, and he hits a ground ball to the second baseman off the second baseman's glove. Harris in the left field, or the right field. No further advancement by Gonzalez at third. Leal is second, and Donovan at first for Paulino Romero. Single, 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 and 1 run score. There's a base hit in the right field. 2 more runs are going to score. Gonzalez scores, and Marco Leal scores. Now, I'm not sure that I heard this correctly, but
I heard a timer run out, for sure, I agree with you. I'm not sure it was on our field. There are other fields, but it would be reasonable to be close to time here.
7 runs have scored. It's 19-6. First pitch to Paulino Romero is or rather to Carlos Aguilar is a strike. Michael Donovan is at third base. There's a fly ball hit out in the left center field. And that ball's got some carry. The ball is down. It will roll to the fence. Donovan comes in to score. And Paulino Romero will hold at third. It's a double. And so they have batted around again. Eight runs have scored. It is now 20-6. And here is Keenan Peshke.
So if they get one more, they would be ahead by 15, which is the run rule need for the 4th inning. But if time has expired, that's not going to matter. The Spam will get their last at bats no matter what.
Peshke takes the first pitch on the plate for a ball. And this one is another ball. It's 3 balls and 1 strike. And that pitch is a strike call. It's 3-2. That hitter is Marcial Gonzalez. Right now, it's Peshke at the plate. Reaches for one, it bounces it back to the pitcher. Looks for running back to third, but she started running anyway, and she has scored. Ball gets by the catcher, and the other runner, Carlos Aguilar, to third base. That is out number 2. It will bring up Marcial Gonzalez, who has tripled, bounced to the third baseman, doubled, scored twice. There's a fly ball hit out into left field. Left fielder draws the beat on it, makes the catch, and the inning is over. 9 runs came across, so let me make sure of that. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. We go to the bottom of the 4th. The score is now the Serpents 21, the Spam 6 on the Cloud Sports Network.
And we will try to clarify here, if the timer did go off, then this is the Spam's last half inning. If the timer did not go off, then Spam needs at least 1 run to continue into a 5th inning. And the umpire and the coaches comparing notes out there, because it's so close to the run rule, probably doing a check to make sure the numbers are correct. And again, after this game is over, the winner from this game will be taking on D's Nuts, another Seattle team, and we will be bringing you that game as soon as this one is finished and we reset.
Eddie Pedroza throwing his final warm-up toss here. Frankie Palacios' uniform says Frankie J. Is that something I think is
Not that I can think of right now. For one of Roman's teams, I would assume it was somebody named Baby J, but this is Frankie J.
Fair enough. Frank Wing will lead off here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Frank Wang has scored a run. He has been on base by a fielder's choice and also a single. He scored the first run of the game for his team. And the first pitch to him. Swung on and hit in the air to left field. Edwin Gonzalez drops the ball. It rolls to the left center fielder. And on his way to second base, he's back. And he is out at second base. The putout will go from the outfield to the second baseman, left center fielder to second base. So a single and then an out. And now the Arizona Serpents coach is out talking again to the umpire about something. The batter will be Mark Palacios, I think. Now the umpire goes and speaks with someone on the Seattle Spam side of the field.
Could be a substitution, but I don't see anybody new coming in off the Serpents bench. That would be a little bit of gamesmanship if we are still trying to run out the clock.
All right, Eddie Pedroza makes him throw his first pitch to this batter. And it is Palacios down off the second baseman's glove into right field. And Palacios is safe.
Didn't look like there was going to be a play there no matter what, because the ball was reaching the second base person. The first base person had run over to try to also make that play, and the pitcher wasn't going to get there.
High lead the batter. The catcher. And there's a grounder to the second baseman. He fields it on the short for one. There'll be no relay throw. 4-6 on the putout. And now Lee at first base on the fielder's choice for Patrick McMahon.
And the Spam down to their last out.
I don't think that that's Patrick McMahon at all. I think this may be Wanda Sechin. This will be a pinch hitter. Score 21-6. If they don't score here, swing and a miss. It is a run ball.
And as she made that swing, we can see number 92, so that is Wanda Sechin.
And here is the next delivery. swing and a bouncing ball in the hole between third and short, fielded by the shortstop. He bobbled it, and all runners are safe. Lee to second, and Juan to the first. And the batter is David Rohrer.
Don't wish for anyone to get out, but if they had, the 5-7-8-6 would have been an interesting put out.
And Eddie Pedroza trying to nail this one down for his team to go back to advance to the next round. And the first pitch is a ball. Ball's a strike.
Again, at the conclusion of this game, we will take a brief reset, and then we will be back on the Sin City Classic YouTube and Facebook pages to bring you the D's Nuts from Seattle against the winner of this game.
Okay, here's the next pitch. Swing and a ground ball to the shortstop. He fields it cleanly, tosses to second, and the game is over. The Arizona Serpents will advance to the next round, where they will take on another team from Seattle. But here, in this game, the final score is the Arizona Serpents 21, the Seattle Spam 6. We want to thank you for joining us for this game. Stay tuned for the next game if you're a Serpents fan. You're not going anywhere. We're glad that you're with us here on this Sunday afternoon, Championship Sunday, here at the Sin City Classic here in Las Vegas. Just the championship.